Blood Fang? How are you after losing a big challenge with a huge... Yeah. Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah, I could tell. Were you able to get some rest afterwards? Kind of? Yeah. You still had to come to Extinction, so there was that whole thing. Vandy, I want to ask you, so at the last Extinction that I saw you all, it was a, close vote because you were voted by the other pack. And then you were safe at the end of that. So what was going through your mind when all that happened?
What was going through my mind when all that happened? I'm not even certain, to be honest. It happened so quickly, and it was such a whirlwind. I had a feeling that it might be me going into that extinction, but I did not have a feeling that I would be immune instead of extinct. So going from that and then directly into the scramble right after, I just felt completely discombobulated, honestly.
Yeah, yep. So after that, I guess, what was the reaction from your pack after that vote?
Well, in the immediate aftermath of that vote, before we knew that I was actually staying, it was very sweet. It was very emotional.
Yeah.
A lot of hugging. I really felt the love from that tribe, and that's where we stood. And then I think everybody was in the same place as me after that, with just utter confusion and borderline panic in the following scramble.
Yeah. Yeah, a live scramble is a lot different than having time. Do the decisions get heavier now that the numbers are smaller? Dion, I'm going to ask you that.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, with every vote you think you have less to consider, but you actually have more to consider. With every vote, you have opportunities to connect with people in ways that you wouldn't if you hadn't gone to a vote. I know that there have been many different formations within this large. I had a connection with this person. Have I never even had a conversation with this person, which is wild to think because we were one world on first day. Mm-hmm. But in the normal Survivor, you may not have that opportunity until emerge. Like, you feel like there's a way you should have been able to do it all before now, but there's only so many hours in a day.
Yep. Maya, what's the hardest part about this game for you?
I think the hardest part, besides the physical, the physical aspect is really tough. 8 days is no joke. We're on day 4. So it's definitely taking a physical for present while also thinking like I'm so hungry and I'm so tired and I smell disgusting. So yeah, that's definitely a tough part. But of course, the longer we go, the more connections we make, the harder it is to say goodbye to people.
Yep. Maris, new Blood Fang member.
Yes.
You bleed red. So that whole swap, what was going through your mind?
I obviously had a lot of questions about it,
Yeah.
a lot of emotions, wondering why Mackenzie chose me to swap, wondering what that meant for my fate with this new pack, and a pack that has a whole shared history without me specifically.
Yeah.
So it was a lot coming in, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of just chatting with everyone. They've been, I think, very honest with me about what I missed in the last day and figuring out where I stand within this new pack very
Yep.
quickly.
And Corey, for you, how did it affect the dynamics of this new pack, having a swap?
I don't know if it affected us too much. And I think Maris is a great addition to the team. I mean, Kenzie's also great, but I think Maris also brings great qualities and equal qualities as Kenzie. But I mean, it's just another person. Like, we've talked with Maris previously in other packs,
Yeah.
so it's just trying to reconnect with her and just also learn from her as well and understand her dynamics and what happened over there, and then intertwining with us back in and understanding what that means for us over here. So it's just a lot of different knowledge sharing,
Yeah.
and understanding.
Mm. And Hugh, last vote, it was a split vote. You all had to re-vote. So is it safe to say that the pack is split?
That's an interesting question, because even though that vote was
sense his name, so it wasn't like, oh, we chose that side, you chose that side. Like, I feel like it was just like, either one who goes home doesn't matter, vote your conscience, and it just so happened it was a tie. And I mean, now having not Mackenzie here, to where she was kind of like, who voted me, who did this, and so her swapping, bringing Maris over, it's kind of calmed the tone.
Yep. So, Eric, do relationships feel tighter now on Bloodfang?
I wouldn't say they're tighter, but I wouldn't say they're less tight. I think that we've always been a tight group, so I think it's just continuing to do that. And I think like what really makes us a tight group is we can vote differently based off of what we feel is best for our game, and we respect that. And like we're not holding it against each other. I think we all had different views on how we wanted to vote last round. I think some of us really looked at Mott's and like really understood that he was voted off first in his first game, he was voted off first in this game, and then, you know, getting voted off the second you come back here, just the toll that it can put on a person, it's a lot. So I think a lot of us felt that. And then I think there's other, and I think we all respect each other's individual decisions as to why they made that that choice. So I don't think it, you know, you know what? I would say it brings us closer together.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Okay. And do you think that that respect that you brought up comes from the fact that you all have gotten to know everybody since the beginning?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, time for the one word of the extinction. So I want to go around. Let's get, I know this game is tough. Like, we are not counting you out. This is incredible what you are doing. And so first I want to say thank you for that. So I want to do a little positive one word for this one. Let's do one word of your favorite thing about today. We'll start with...
I liked, well, I'm trying to think of one word because I really liked getting a win for our tribe during the challenge today, so point.
I'm going to cheat and say 2 words. Lake bath.
Lake bath.
Cannonball.
Cannonball.
I'd say positivity, only because we went into that challenge knowing it was going to be tough, but everybody really put their 100%.
Yeah.
Really kept their spirits high.
Nice.
I'm going to say teamwork. I think even though we lost, I think it still did bring us together. And even this morning, teamwork brought us more together.
Friendship.
Yeah, similarly, reconnection. It's been good to see these guys again.
Yeah.
And find out what I missed.
Nice. I like ending it like that. Yeah. But if anyone else has anything they'd like to say, this is your extinction, not mine. You can do it now. With Eric. Yes. You?
All right. Hey everybody, we are back at another extinction after they lost the water challenge, the what was it called?
Megalodon mashup?
Megalodon
something?
mashup.
Yeah.
It was so good. That was like one of our best challenges, I thought. It was so fun. And we have some tea to spill. Alex here was doing all the confessionals for us. And let's walk a little bit further down the path here so that they don't hear us talking.
Yeah, me and Natalie got a fresh batch of tea.
Okay.
The most interesting
Try to be a little bit Good.
The most interesting update is that Hugh found a now expired idol, but he showed pretty much everyone he said he's working with as a show of trust.
Tell us why it's expired.
It was through.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just taking his face. Okay, there we go. Tell us what.
So I'm not even sure where he found it.
Pangea.
It was the Pangea idol.
And now that there is no more Pangea, the idol doesn't.
Yeah, no more idol, but
it's dead.
His plan is to hold on to it as a fake, and he has a whole act set up with Eric, where if ever they feel like he is in a tight spot, Eric is going to go through his bag and find the idol, and that'll hopefully get people to swing another direction if there is other potential plans. Also on the idol front, Corey still has his, and Corey has not told anyone, unlike the Beware Advantage. And with this idol, he said he's not going to tell anyone, and it's just for him when he needs it. Also on Corey's Advantage news, because he keeps finding them, he gave the Swaposaurus to Mackenzie to have some level of trio-ness going on. Corey and Mackenzie have history. Maris and Corey have history. I personally don't know about Maris and Mackenzie, but with Maris playing up I don't know why she did it. I don't know why she swapped me if it was like close. Maris is playing off if she and Mackenzie are close. She's playing it off like that's not.
He had said something similar, like he was trying to build trust with Mackenzie. That's why he gave her the advantage to use. Now, interestingly, she swapped herself off of his tribe, off of his pack. So, I was thinking that maybe she knows that they don't actually have that kind of trust, and she didn't want to end up being a target, because Corey also said to me he gave it to her to build trust, but she has got to go.
Okay. I was hearing Final 3 talks from Corey about them, but maybe that was mere now. Dewan knows about the Beware Advantage, but he knows that Corey got it. But then Mackenzie was the one who used it.
That's right. And
so
Dion knows.
It's gonna give when she's over with the Sky Rippers. Now that she's over with Sky Rippers.
Me too. Well, it looks like we maybe only have one more person to vote here, so let's head back to Tribal Council and see what happens.
See you soon, y'all.
All right, see you soon.
Corey.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I'll read the votes. First vote, Maris. It's 1 vote Vandy, 1 vote Maris. Next vote, Vandy. That's 3 votes Vandy, 1 vote Maris. Next person voted out of Survive Season 3, Vandy. Vandy, that's enough. Please bring me your torch. Vandy, your pack has spoken. Thank you. Hit the place. Well, it seems more unanimous this time around. Maybe Blood Fang is coming together after all. And
All right, and there we have it. Vandy voted out from Blood Fang. Fury? Blood Fury. That was a tough one. I know she was feeling a little bit emotional, and the consensus I heard when we were doing confessionals was that she wanted to go home and she was ready. And I will personally miss Vandy. I thought she was awesome to watch. She crushed a whole bunch of the challenges, and she was a really, really great player. So Vandy, great job. You were off to Camp Fossil Fire to be one of the extinct dinos. We are going to go and get set up for our next immunity challenge. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you guys over there.